Jane 2025 Pure 1. 13 mark. This track question. Let's see what's about. First of all, he gave you two curves here. As you see it, let's analyze it. Here we have like a normal curve. Okay, C1, and he called it C1, and that is a drag graph here. And he merged them. They have intersection in A and B. And here in this curve, it has a maximum point. Let's see what you want in the first question here. Express 6x minus 27 over 4 minus x squared in the form of completing the square. Okay, let's do this. So he needed in the form of completing the square. First of all, here, step number 1. First of all, we have to rewrite this equation again. So we have to write it minus x squared plus 6x minus 27 over 4. Step number 2. You have to write the form that you're going to write it with it. So he needed in the form of A, x minus b or plus b over 2 squared plus c. So we need A and B and C. But he liked it here. He changed it a little bit in this. So he said he wanted like in the form A. So you need a number here plus. So he get the C instead of A. You see? Okay, but it's fine. It's the same here. B multiplying by x plus C squared. Okay, by the way, we are going to rewrite it as it is, but by the end. As we know that here we have to get it any coefficient out and kick it out of the bracket. And that is step number 3. So step number 3 here, we have to kick this negative sign out and open a big bracket and change all the signs because it must be multiplied by this sign. So here we go. Let's say here we have x squared. We take the coefficient of the x squared minus 6x because we have to flip the sign, and here plus 27 over 4. Okay, and here we come step number 4. Just rewrite it here. So here we go. Here we have x minus 3 squared, and here this is b over 2. Okay, so it's equal to 3 squared. It will be minus 9. 3 squared minus 9 plus 27 out of minus 9, and here plus 27 out of 4. Don't forget that all these bracket we have to protect it with a negative sign outside. So here we have to put this here. So it would be negative x minus 3 squared. And here negative will be multiplied here by the negative 9. So it will be plus 9. And when we multiply it here by the negative here, multiplying by a positive, it will be minus 27 over 4. Then we rewrite it. Last step here, final answer. So the final answer here, it will be minus x minus 3. A. So we say minus x minus 3 squared plus 9 over 4. Remember that he needed in this form, so he needed a plus, so we get this here, we say 9 over 4 and minus, and that is will be the b, so that is the a and this would be the B, and that is the C, in the form that he wanted here. Okay, so let's write it in the, we have to write it in the same form that he wanted. Okay, so here minus x minus 3 squared, and we did it. Okay, let's see the next here, and that is we get 3 marks from the 30 marks. Okay. Next here, given the point here, let's read the question. Now, as he give here, given that the point P is a maximum point on C1, state the coordinate of P. We already get it because we have a completing the square. As in completing the square here, we have to get the points of X and the point of Y. So this would be X and this would be Y. We have to here just flip the sign instead of negative. It would be positive. So here we go. The point will be 3 in the X-axis and 9/4 in the y-axis, and we're going to do another 2 marks. The total of 5 is 5 out of the 30 marks. Okay, let's complete. Where k is a constant. Okay, now figure 2. We now come to the way of trig. All this is like a simple graph curve question, simple curve question, but now we have to see this. He started to get the way of the trig graph. Let's see this. Okay. Figure 2 also shows part of a sketch of curve C2 with equation y equal cosine kx, where k is a constant and x is measured in radian. Radian is mean in pi. Okay, given that C1 and C2 intersected on the x-axis as I showed it in the beginning in A and B, as it's shown in figure, say the x coordinate of B. Okay, so we need the coordinate of B. Back to the graph again to see where is B. Here is B. We want the coordinate here of B. First of all, you know any normal trig graph that is a cosine, any normal cosine graph, we know it all, and we have to draw it. So that's because we have an old point here. So here we have the trig normal cosine graph. That's it. Okay, so first of all, here, and then he come to you. Here we say that here we have, here if it is pi. So here we can say that here we have pi over 2. And here is pi on this point. And here 3 out of 2 pi. 3 out of 2 pi. Okay. So here is pi. 3 out of 2 pi. Where is mouse? And here is a 2 pi. And this is a complete term. Okay. And here in the normal, here is -1, and here is 1. And that is this stretch line of it. Okay, this is a line that we draw on it, the graph like this. Okay, so that is the normal cosine, or the old, we say new point and old point. So if we have here Here we have a point of, remember here we have a point here. The P, we already get it from the previous questions. Here it was 3 and 9 over 2. 9 over 4, yes. 9 over 4, and this is the P coordinate. Okay, so here it would be 3, 9 over 4, and here is 3. So here is 3. So to get this, we need to solve the curve equation. This one on our calc get. So what we do, we have here my y equal, to get it, the intersected point A and B, y equal negative x squared plus 6x minus 27 over 4. On your calc, write A equal -1, B equal to 6, and C equal to -27 out of 4. Okay, it gave you x1 equal to 3 out of 2, which for sure A, x1, and x2 equal to 9 over 2, which for sure the coordinate of B. So the coordinate of B, you can find it here. So if he asks you to state the coordinate of B, and that is the question I, so it's equal to 9 over 2, and we solve it like normal factorization. Okay, normal factorization. So it is here 2x minus 3, and it is here 2x minus 9. Okay, so that's it. Here, we need to state the value of k. And to get, we have to get all the new point here, a new point equal to the old point dividing by k. All right. Okay, so the new point here we have a new point. So here, yeah, here x new equal to x old dividing k, and this is he need to get the value of k. So that is the old x, which is pi over 2. Okay, let's do this. So that is the old one, which is pi over 2, and the new one we already get it, which is 3 out of 2. 3 out of 2, and the new x is, let's do it here, so 3 over 2 is a new x equal pi over 2 dividing by k. So 3 out of 2k equal to pi over 2 on your calc. So k, we go on step by step, equal to pi over 2 dividing by 3 out of 2, which equal to pi over 3, and we did it. The second I here, so it will be equal k here will be equal pi over Okay, how about the period here? The same row, the same rule. The new period equal to the old period dividing by 2. So here we can do it like this here. Cut it here, here. Already write the final answer. Need to check it. Here is equal to pi over 3 average, right? Okay, how about the new period? Again, the same rule. The new period equal to the old period dividing by k. We already get the value of k, which is pi over 3. And the old period here, it's half equal to, that is the end of full term here is 2 pi. So 2 pi dividing by pi over 3, it give you number 6. So here we go, we get it also. This is equal to 6. Okay, again, the last part here. The line segment L joins B and P. The region, yes. Let's go to the region. Yeah. Question number D have 5 marks. So please focus with me. I will zoom it. Zoom, 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 zoom. So he need to get the region here equations. Okay, according to this equation, I'll solve it here. So here we go. Here we have so as we said here we have a straight line. After we zoom it here, we need to get the three equations, okay? 3 or 4, as you wish. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see how many equations can we get. The first equation, the equation of this line, which will be less than, okay? So this would be less than the equation of this line that is the region R. What else we can get it here? Here we go. We can say here this curve equation, is less than the curve equation also is equal to this region, okay? And here the cosine equation, which already get it, the value of k here, pi over 3, so we can write it as first equation, the cosine equation here. It will be more than, this would be more than, and all these 3 lines. Okay, let's start from the easier one, which is this cosine equation. He told you that is y equal to cosine k x, which we get the value of k pi over 3. So it is pi over 3 x. And here we said we are going here up here. So it will be more than, so y will be more than cosine pi over 3x. Okay, and that is the first equation. So y will be more than cosine y over 3x. Okay, and this is the first. You can say here, this is the first equation. Okay. So we have to write it. Okay. Okay, the second equation. We did the green part. Let's move to the yellow parts, which we have this equation is the yellow part. So let's do this. So we can say this y is, we say it will be less than, so y will be less than the same equation, 6x minus 27 over 4 minus x squared. By writing these two equations, you have 3 marks in your pocket. Okay, the last one, which we have to get it, this one, the line equation. And it's easy, we're going to solve it with each other. Okay, so here we go. So here, it would be second equation, this more region or in between. The last one here, we have, remember this here, we have 2 points. This P, remember it, was 3 and 9 out of 4. And this P, another one here, was 9 over 2, 9 over 2, and 0. So easily we can get the slope. If we need to get an equation, we need a slope and a point. We need a slope and a point. That's all what we need to get an equation. We already have a point. We can take this point, 9 out of 2 and 0. So that is the point. And the slope here, or the gradient, will be here 0 minus 9. So here we go again. Here, we need to get an equation for this line. To get an equation of the line, we need a point, and okay, we need a point, which you already have it, and the gradient or the slope. Okay. And by the way, here we have this point is equal to 3, and yeah. Oh, here we have this point is 3. As we said, here we have 3 and 9 over 4. So, and here, so this will be x1 and y1. To get the slope here. So, here this point is, point B was here 9 out of 2 and 0. So this x2 and y2. Okay, after we do here y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 on your calc. So you get it negative 3 out of 2 as a slope. And the point here, we can get it, this point is better because it has a 0 on the y-axis, and this is better. So here we can say this, the points here, we can say it, we can take 9 out of 2 and 0. So back to the rule. So y minus y1 over x minus x1 equal to the slope m. So y minus 0, and this is the point. And the x here minus 9 out of 2. And this will be equal to negative 3 over 2 by a cross multiplication. here. So the -3, you're going to multiply it here by x. So -3x minus 9 times 3, 27 over 2 equal to 2y minus 0. No need for this. Okay, so here we need to divide it, each term here, dividing by 2 just to get y equal. And we get it, the equation will be y equal to -3 over 2x. We get the equation of this line, -3 over 2x minus, plus, sorry, here is plus, because here we have a negative sign, plus 27 over 4. And now we have to get it, this must be, the y here is less because it's getting down. So we say y, we're going to erase this, and we say it will be less. Let's write all the equations now. We get the 3 equations. And the last one, we can add it. That's here we have a 2 points, remember? This here is the 3 out of 2, the x, and the y, and the x here is 9 out of 2. So we can say the x is in between. Here it will be more than 3 out of 2 and less than 9 out of 2, or equal, because this will be in between this line and this line. And this is an extra equation, you can add it. It will be right. Okay, let's write them all again. So here in this question, the last things here, use inequalities to define the R, which have 5 marks. Let's write the 5 equation. We said the first equation was the cosine equation, which will be y more than the cosine, more than cosine pi over 3x, or third pi x, both are right, or y is more than cosine third pi x. Okay, the second one here was the normal curve line, which was y less than the equation, this coming question number A, 6x minus 27 out of 4 over 4, 27 plus minus x squared, and this is was written in the first question. And that is number 3. That is equation number 3, just to define here the equality. And this was number 2. This was number 1. Equation number 1. Okay, and number 2, and this is number 3. So the last one, the equation that we already get it, which is y is less than 3 out of 2 x plus 27 over -3 out of 2x, 27 over 4. And the extra equation that we already write it, we can say that is the x was in between or more than 3 out of 2 and 9 out of 2. And we finished the 2025 questions track of January.